In our busy and chaotic lives, we often pass by people and situations without giving them much thought. We meet individuals on our journeys. Some stay for a brief moment, and others become long-lasting companions. But how often do we pause and ask, why are these people in my life? Was it by sheer coincidence? Or is there a deeper meaning behind their presence? Buddhism, as a profound and transformative philosophy, teaches us that nothing happens by chance. Every connection, every moment of interaction, and every relationship is a part of a larger, divine plan that carries a deeper purpose. This understanding is not only rooted in spiritual teachings, but also woven into the very fabric of our daily lives. It is in this journey of exploration, introspection, and growth that we come to understand that people are not merely passing through our lives. They are stepping stones along our spiritual path. The wisdom of the ancients. To fully understand the deep truths behind relationships, we must first understand the wisdom passed down from the ancients. In many Buddhist texts, relationships are seen not as accidents or random events, but as opportunities for spiritual evolution. The Buddha himself taught that all things are interconnected, and that our relationships with others are no exception. In the ancient teachings of the Dhammapada, the Buddha tells us, let us live happily, then, not hating those who hate us. Among those who hate us, let us dwell free from hatred. These words offer us a profound lesson in understanding our relationships. We are not only meant to learn from the harmonious and joyful relationships, but also from those that challenge us, those that stir up anger, resentment, or confusion. These are the relationships that often bring us the greatest opportunities for growth. Relationships, as mirrors, consider the relationships you have in your life, your family, your friends, your colleagues, even strangers. They are all reflections of your inner world. In Buddhist philosophy, relationships are often viewed as mirrors. They reflect aspects of ourselves that we might not otherwise see. A friend's kindness may highlight our ability to love and trust, while a challenging coworker might reveal our unresolved issues with patience and tolerance. There is an ancient Zen saying that beautifully captures this concept. When you gaze into the water, you see your reflection, but it is only in the depths that you see your true nature. The relationships we form serve a similar purpose. They help us see beyond the surface, revealing our deeper selves. The karmic web of life. According to Buddhist teachings, everything is interconnected through the law of karma. Karma is the principle of cause and effect, which means that our past actions, thoughts, and intentions influence the relationships we have today. The people we meet, the connections we form, and even the fleeting interactions are not coincidental. They are deeply intertwined with the karmic energy we have cultivated in previous lives. The Buddha taught that you will not be punished for your anger. You will be punished by your anger. This profound insight reveals the importance of how we handle the relationships we encounter. Anger, resentment, and jealousy can create toxic relationships, while love, kindness, and patience create connections that nurture our spiritual well-being. A perfect example of this karmic principle can be found in the story of Angulimala, a notorious bandit in the Buddha's time. Despite his violent past, Angulimala was transformed through his encounter with the Buddha, who, through his compassionate and patient words, helped him see the potential for change within himself. This story illustrates the power of karma and the way our actions can change not only our lives, but also the lives of those around us. Life as an interwoven tapestry. Imagine life as a vast, intricate tapestry, each thread representing a different relationship, an interaction, or a moment. Every relationship we form, whether brief or long-lasting, is a part of this grand design. There is no such thing as a random connection. Each person we meet, no matter how insignificant it may seem, serves a purpose on our spiritual journey. This idea is reflected in the Buddha's teaching that just as a flower does not pick or choose the bee, so do I not pick or choose my disciples. Just as the flower and the bee have an intrinsic connection, so do we with the people in our lives. Every connection, whether fleeting or long-lasting, is part of a cosmic dance that shapes our destiny. The challenge of difficult relationships. While some relationships may seem harmonious and peaceful, others are far from it. We all have relationships that challenge us, frustrate us, or even bring us emotional pain. But according to Buddhist teachings, these difficult relationships are where our greatest growth occurs. Consider the metaphor of the lotus flower, often used in Buddhism to represent purity and enlightenment. The lotus grows in the muddy waters of a pond, yet it rises above the muck, blooming into a beautiful flower. Similarly, difficult relationships are the muddy waters of our spiritual journey. They challenge us, they push us, but they also provide the fertile ground for our spiritual awakening. An ancient Chinese proverb speaks to this. The bamboo that bends is stronger than the oak that resists. This wisdom teaches us that in times of difficulty, it is not about fighting against the storm, but about learning to bend, to adapt, and to grow from the challenges that we face. Embracing gratitude. In every relationship, the key to transforming our relationships, whether they are easy or difficult, lies in gratitude. When we cultivate a mindset of gratitude, we begin to see the value in every relationship. Even the relationships that cause us pain can be seen as opportunities for growth. In the Sutra of 42 chapters, the Buddha states, "Gratitude is the mother of all virtues." By practicing gratitude, we shift our perspective from one of judgment and resentment to one of acceptance and learning. We begin to recognize the lesson in every interaction, and we understand that every person, no matter how they behave, plays a crucial role in our spiritual growth. A famous story in Buddhism involves a monk named Zhao Zhou, who was asked, "What is the meaning of the Buddha's teachings?" His answer was simple, yet profound. The bamboo stalk is bending under the weight of the snow, and the willow is weeping in the wind. In this, he teaches us that life's challenges are the weight that helps us grow. It is through adversity that we find our true strength, transforming relationships into tools for self-discovery. Ultimately, relationships are not only about learning from others, but also about learning from ourselves. Every person who enters our life, whether they bring joy or pain, is a reflection of our own inner world. Through relationships, we discover who we are, what we need to work on, and what qualities we still need to cultivate. The ancient Zen teacher Dogen once said, "When you walk the path, you must walk it as a person who has never walked it before." This means that each moment is an opportunity to discover something new about ourselves. Our relationships help us achieve this by showing us aspects of ourselves that we might not see on our own. By becoming aware of the way we interact with others, we can learn about our emotional triggers, our attachments, and our fears. Every relationship is an opportunity for self-discovery, a mirror that reflects our true nature. The more we understand ourselves, the better we are able to navigate the complexities of life and grow spiritually. The path to enlightenment through relationships. In the Buddhist tradition, the ultimate goal is enlightenment, the realization of our true nature, and the cessation of suffering. Relationships play a crucial role in this journey. They help us develop the qualities necessary for enlightenment, such as compassion, patience, forgiveness, and understanding. Through relationships, we learn to live in harmony with others, to accept them as they are, and to cultivate peace within ourselves. This does not mean that we must always agree with others or tolerate harmful behavior, but rather that we must approach all relationships with mindfulness, awareness, and love. The teachings of the Buddha remind us that the mind is everything. What you think, you become. By cultivating a positive mindset and approaching relationships with compassion, we create a life filled with peace, understanding, and spiritual growth. Conclusion: relationships as teachers. In conclusion, every relationship we encounter, whether joyful, painful, fleeting, or long-lasting, is a teacher in disguise. They are not mere coincidences, but intentional connections placed on our path to help us grow, learn, and evolve. By viewing our relationships through the lens of Buddhist wisdom, we can transform every interaction into a valuable lesson on our spiritual journey. As we reflect on the relationships in our lives, let us ask ourselves, what is this relationship teaching me? What lessons can I learn from this person or situation? With gratitude, mindfulness, and an open heart, we can turn even the most difficult relationships into stepping stones on our path to enlightenment.